Yo, what is good everybody? It's your boy the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is indeed fight night. And I got my boy Crocodile parked on the left hand side with the Charlotte Katakuri and Endeavor on the right hand side, the man of the spice rocking out the croc. And we see the pudding coming down, grabbing that Charlotte Linlin, that big mom, that 10 cost, and passing turn. Now, Endeavor here with his 3 Dawn, second turn. Are we going to see the Dofi coming down, or do we going to swing an 8k swing? 8k swing going into life, and Crocodile's actually going to take it, grabbing that Thunderbolt. Pretty nasty, pretty nasty. But we're going to see a 7k swing going into life, checking the top life and actually leaving it at the top, and Endeavor going down to 4 life. And now we see the 3 cost coming down for Crocodile, and now we are currently sitting at our 5 Dawn turn. We're going to see a 7k swing going into life here. We most likely will take this. I don't think he wants to trash 2 cards, and we see actually the Cracker coming down, trashing the Thunderbolt to actually play it. And now we see the 3 cost Dofi coming down, checking top 5 to your range, or put to the bottom, your choice. But what's really nasty here is that we have that Cracker now live. Now the Cracker is currently going to be most likely swinging next turn for 7k with 1 Dawn plus double attack. Very good, and the reason why that is because Crowline's at 3 life and Endeavor's at 4. The question is, you know, how are we going to get around this? Are we going to Thunderbolt this Dofi just to get that attack off? What exactly are we going to do here? So now we are currently sitting at our 6th Dawn turn for this category player, and we're going to see exactly how he wants to do this. He does have the Thunderbolt in hand, like I did mention before, so he could definitely Thunderbolt the Dofi away, but we're going to attach 1 and swing 7k into face, and we see Endeavor taking it, actually taking double attack. Not sure if he thought maybe like it just wasn't worth it, or he just didn't have the cards, or he wanted to keep this Dofi alive, but we most likely will see that kind of punished here. So we're going to see a 5k swing going into life here. 5 into life. Do we need to counter out of this? Yes we do, because we are most likely going to see a 7k swing following this 5k. So we definitely need to counter out of this if we're Endeavor here. And we're going to toss the Perona here, swinging 8k into life, checking, keeping at the top, and then taking it actually as Endeavor. And now we see the Brule coming down. I guess the Brule here just kind of there to protect the characters, just to consistently apply more pressure on the board. I don't think Crowline here is anywhere near afraid of taking life. So we're most likely to see a 5k swing into that 3 cost and countering out of it with the 1k counter. And looks like we're going to see tap 4 for the Boa Hancock. Yeah, you haven't seen this card in a really long time. And now we see the peel off to draw to the Pot of Greed. And my man Endeavor's got the spiciest croc list here. But let's see if he can come back. I know this is a bit of a deficit now. He wasn't able to remove any characters, just set up a blocker and draw 2 more cards. So let's see here exactly how he can approach this current match. But we see the 7 cost Big Mom coming down, giving Endeavor the option, trash your life or let me regen 1 life. And we're going to see here, we're going to trash a life, which is going to be that 3 cost Dofi. We're going to swing 5k into life here. Is Endeavor going to block it, or is he going to... Okay, we see the counter coming down. We see another 5k going to life. That 1 Dawn is most likely going to be a 7k. Yeah, 7k into life here, checking the top, leaving it at the top actually. And yeah, we see the Gum Gum Rain coming down. So if you guys didn't count that, that's 4 cards out of my man Endeavor's hand there to survive that turn. Fortunate for him, he did draw 2 off that peel off, so you know, there you go. So we see a 5k swing going into that 3 cost, and he's going to counter out of it. Definitely wants to keep those characters alive. And now we see the 9 cost Mihawk to bottom deck the 7 cost Big Mom here. And are we going to see the Boa Hancock swing? It looks like he's debating to actually use leader ability here to bounce 1 of his characters. Now, man, it's unfortunate because I really want that Hancock to swing at 1 of these characters. I know he just pitches a card out of his hand and it doesn't, you know, it's just kind of rough out here. It's rough out here right now. So we most likely will probably see this ability popping off because it's just 3 attackers, 2 blockers. I know he has some cards in his hand, but I don't think he has enough, honestly, to counter out of, you know, quite a few attacks there. So it looks like we are probably going to see the bounce coming up here, and yes, we are going to bounce most likely the 3 cost. Yes, the Peril Sparrow here bouncing back to hand. Now it's just completely dead in hand. We probably won't play that card for the rest of this game, as the Crowline is going to do. So we're going to see a 5k swing going into life here. Obviously we have to counter out of this, and we're going to see the 2k counter coming down. Now we see the Charlotte Katakuri swinging, counter out with 2k, and now we see the disgusting 10 cost Big Mom coming down to regen a life, not even removing one of the life, it just value enough just to recover 1, right? And now we see actually the the bottom decking of the 10 cost, swinging 5k into that cracker, swinging 9k, and then blocking with that brulee, and actually just passing turn, attaching 1 to that Boa Hancock. Now we do have Thunderbolt in hand. We do have Thunderbolt in hand. We have 2 attackers. He has 1 blocker. We can definitely do some things this turn. Or we can actually just swing face with 3 attackers. I mean, Pudding is technically can still attack. We can actually build board, but we're going to see an 8k swing actually going into life. Telling Endeavor that he has to see 2 2Ks or block it, and we're actually going to see the block here to draw him a card. And yeah, we're going to see that, unfortunately, that Thunderbolt to remove that Dofi, and then attaching the rest into that cracker to swing for game. Crowline Park wins this. Thank you guys so much for checking out this channel as well as this video. I really do appreciate it, and stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP04 content coming out soon. See ya.